What's up guys, Nintendo here, and today I'm going to be talking about something new. So recently Nintendo released 10 screenshots of Yoshi's Woolly World that came out yesterday, and I forgot to do it yesterday, so today I'm going to be um discussing about them. So with this first screenshot we have here, it shows the Shy Guys. They're bouncing on these branches, and one's even flying in a balloon. But the weirdest part is that Yoshi's umbrella, and there's a time limit in the upper right corner, which I'm thinking that this is like a challenge or something else like that. And that's all I have to say about this one. That there's maybe more new power-ups that we haven't seen yet, like the helicopter Yoshi that we see in Yoshi's Island. There might be other abilities like this Yoshi umbrella. So on to the next screenshot, which is probably one of the most interesting one, is that we have a 3D overworld. Sorry about the bad resolution, I don't know what happened. But we can see, like, in the left side, it's probably World 1. It's all green. There's water. Not water, I think it's sky, but I'm not sure. And then on the right, we have a desert world, which, knowing Nintendo, desert worlds are usually World 2. And we see a chain chomp in there, too. But the weirdest thing is the thing in the middle, which I think is a player exiting or something, or maybe it can be bonus challenges or something else like that. But yeah, this screenshot is really useful because we now know that it is not all 2D. There are 3D parts in this game, and it's really exciting what this game is turning out to be. But the weirdest thing is the giant yarn ball in the middle, which might be how much beads you have, or might be your inventory, or those yarn collectors that you collect the yarn. I don't know what it's called because they haven't announced it. Like those barrels of yarn, I'm going to call them, with the smiley faces on them. But yeah, maybe it grows over time as you collect things. But anyway, on to the next screenshot. It's not anything new. It's just going on to a new stage at the end. It's the ending of the stage, and there's nothing really new. But I guess it's showing like the different scenery of like what's the next level gonna be. Cause like you see the different scenery, like in the one that he's doing right now is like more of like a meadow with like dead grass, and then you get like the next level looks like it's all greenery, a lot of trees, and maybe it's like that tree level that we saw before. And on to the next screenshot, we got an interesting one where Yoshi has something in his mouth. We don't know what it is. It could be anything. I'm probably thinking it's a Shy Guy. But then we have these bubbles where I think he bounces on them, or it could be used for eating and then hovering up or something. I have no idea, but pretty sure it's bouncing, and the red Yoshi just has a Shy Guy in its mouth. And then the green Yoshi's just flying over to the next part of the level. And that's about it. Then this one, we see another bonus stage, I think, where Yoshi's throwing yarn balls at these fruits with a time limit, and it says 7.48, I think. And I think that the yarn balls are popping out of the warp pipes so that Yoshi can keep throwing them without ever have to lose ammo. And looking at it, it looks like the watermelon is the most valuable or something. because we see like these 300 in the lower left corner, which I think are stamps. I'm not exactly sure. And then it looks like, yeah, the watermelon is the most valuable, and every time you throw a yarn ball, it probably doesn't go all the way through. It just hits one and then dies out. Because then if it hits all of them, it would be probably too easy. But anyway, on to the next one. We have this other new ability where Yoshi isn't a airplane, where he's usually a helicopter, but this time he's an airplane where he's shooting a missile at these flying shy guys in pairs of threes. And there's also another time limit, which I think this is another bonus round, where he at the end he'll probably collect either like a stamp or bundle of yarn or a flower or like red coins or something like that. Well, anyway, onto the next screenshot. We have this shot of Yoshi in a whole new different place. I think this might be like World 4 or something. And it's a bunch of logs made out of yarn, of course. And we see these bombs up top, which I don't know who's carrying them, or if they're just there by themselves. And that's all we see right in this picture. There's not that much more to see, except that we see like patches of scenery in the background. So I wonder if the background will push like Yoshi out, like maybe every 3 seconds the background will push out, and then you have to go in between the fabric and the scenery so that you don't get hit and get knocked off. But on to the next screenshot. We have this caged area. It's kind of like Kirby Triple Deluxe, where you can go between the background and the foreground, but not really, because like you're turning around. And we know that now the levels are also 3D. Not only the overworld is 3D, and we see these new enemies, which are like mouse kind of thing. And this is like a cave area, which I think is like World 3 or something, or it could just be cave areas like in Yoshi's Island, because there was cave level, and then you have like a overground level, so it could be just World 1 cave level. But anyway, on to the next screenshot. It's not that interesting. Just get Yoshi throwing a ball of yarn at these question mark clouds, and then we have an arrow pointing up, which is probably the most interesting, which is the weirdest too, because maybe there's a third question mark cloud that it's pointing to, and maybe you have to hit that to get another like red coin or bundle of yarn or some other collectible. But anyway, on to the last screenshot. We have a look of mellow mode, which was announced back at the Direct, and you can switch between mellow mode and normal mode, where mellow mode you can just fly around and don't have to worry about anything. It's kind of like the P-Wing in Super Mario Bros. 3, where you could just keep flying and flying and don't have to worry about anything. But we really don't have anything else. But this looks like a pretty hard level, like maybe World 6 or something. And we see Kamek, which is first appearance in this game so far, which maybe he's not the boss, because usually in Yoshi games, Kamek's the evil bad guy and is usually the final boss, but in this game it doesn't look like it, and he's just an enemy. And we have these skeleton birds and flying shy guys too. And I don't think I'm going to be using mellow mode too much, because it's pretty unfair. But it also looks like that the platforms spin around, which is even harder. And you can see that by like one platform is sideways One's facing forward, and they're on these like sticks, which might be needles or something like that, yarn related. But yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Yoshi's Woolly World right here on Nintendo Nick. Bye.